Afternoon, everyone. I am Caroline Andrew, and I am the Managing Director of For Networking. And what am I going to be talking about today? I'll tell you in a minute, but before I do that, I'm going to do this. You know, I'm dancing away here on my own, and there's no fun dancing on your own. So what I'm going to do is bring one of my partners in crime on here to actually have a boogie with me. It's the one and only. It's Sarah Giller. She's our 4N National Network leader and the brains behind the brawn. I'm the brawn of 4N on tour. I said to Sarah, you see that expo that we did at Excel, and we were absolutely fantastic at it, and you've just seen the video of it. I want to do something like that on a much smaller scale. And Sarah just said, what did you say, Sarah?
Probably a number of different things, but one of the things was holy, and then let's do it.
Yeah, and this is what I love about Sarah. She just very calmly says, are you sure you want to do this? And if you're sure you want to do this, let's make it happen. So guys, please join Sarah and I. Let us know where you're zooming in from. If you've got any questions for either one of us, please do. Please do put them in the comments. Zoe, hi, hello. She's in a one-to-one, but she'll be back shortly. Hi, Zozo. We have a Facebook user saying good afternoon. We don't know who you are, so could you go along to StreamYard/Facebook and allow Facebook access, StreamYard access to your Facebook. So, Sarah, we're here talking about 4N on tour.
Yep.
When is it happening?
It's happening on October the 26th. That's a Thursday. We're starting it off at 8 a.m. with a bumper big breakfast. That's going on till 10. And then at 10:30, we're going over to the Expo, and everything's going to kick off with lots of activities.
Let's talk about some of the activities. Now, obviously, there are still stands available. Now, have they gone up in price yet, Sarah?
Not yet.
Right.
I have a couple of booking forms out today, but if you're a member or even a non-member and you want to get a stand, and it is the best way of getting your business out there and getting it visible, then if you email into support@4N online, then we can get a booking form out to you, and if you get it sent back today, then you'll get the early bird price.
Okay, so they don't have to pay today, they just have to reserve today. You heard it here first, guys. If you are a 4N member, or if you are not a 4N member, because the great thing about 4N is we want to encourage every business that is in or around the Midlands. And even if you're not, come and have a couple of days with us. There he is, Mr. Notley. Good afternoon, Mr. Notley. How the devil are you? Thank you for joining us. So, as well as the big breakfast, which isn't actually at the venue, is it, Sarah?
No, it's at one of the venues that we use for one of our ordinary face-to-face meetings, which is only about a 5-minute walk from the actual hotel itself. Hi, Vanessa, get your booking form in, love.
Here we go. One of our beautiful souls within the network, Vanessa Mary. Vanessa Mary is host of Parents, who has literally just finished about half an hour ago. She's one of my favorite clients as well. But I think a few people might have heard that. But yeah, she's just finishing her form and sending it off to Sarah. Absolutely fantastic. And hello, good afternoon, Harry.
Hi, Harry.
Can you reserve my stand, please? Harry, you heard it here. If Sarah said you need to fill in your application form, trust me, you do not want to argue with her. I daren't.
He got the booking form just after our one-to-one, which we heard about an hour ago.
Wonderful. It'd be great to actually finally meet you, Harry, because you're kind of prevalent in the network. You get around, and I've never actually met you yet. So I'll be look forward. Are you a hugger, Harry? This is what I need to know. I want to know these people who are watching us, because I love face-to-face networking. I love face-to-face events, but I'm such a big hugger, and not everyone is. So I'd be interested to know, hugging or no hugging people? Yes or no? And here we have another lovely lady, the Vicky Harrison Edwards, who she pricks people for a living.
She could be doing it at the Expo as well.
Vicky, bring along bring along your pricks, but can I say that out loud? I can, because I'm the MD, which stands for Mad Duchess. Big hugger. Oh, I'd love to know who this hig bugger or big hugger is. I would really love to know who the big hugger is. Vanessa, yes, I love you too. Look at that. Brilliant leaders. We do try our best, but we need your help, guys, because we've actually chosen the best of the best, some of the greatest speakers, not just in our network, but some of the greatest speakers in the UK and internationally. Love a cuddle, especially with you, CAJ. I'm desperate to know who this person is. I am desperate to know who loves a cuddle with CAJ. Really, really desperate. So now I've changed my name back to Andrew. I'm going to be CJA. Can we mix it up? So please let us know who you are, Facebook user, because I'd like to know who actually looks forward to having cuddles with me. Don't quite know what to say, but whoever you are, I'm very grateful. So let's talk about the speakers, Sarah. We have my brother from another mother. For those of you who don't know who that is, who's that, Sarah?
Well, that's Al. Al Price is he's kicking off the foresight at the big breakfast. So you'll see him first if you go to the breakfast and book in. Need to get booked into that one though.
Absolutely. We ought to put some links in, but I've just actually tried to put some links in, and for some strange reason, StreamYard ain't letting me do it, Sarah. So what we'll do, guys, afterwards is I'll actually go through and I will put all the links that you're going to need actually in the conversation. Yes, yeah. I always hug you, whether you like it or not, Vicky. Whether you like it or not, I'm a hugger. I'm not going to apologize for it. So the second speaker we have, who is my wingman, my consigliere. For those of you who don't know what a consigliere is, it's that person who puts the horses' heads in beds. So anyone who upsets me, you're going to find out who this is. What time does Sheena kick it off? Tell us all about our first speaker, please, Sarah.
So that will be, if memory serves me correctly, something like 10:45.
10:45, and that's Sheena Wyatt. Sheena Wyatt, who is a business coach to myself and to 4N, and I've been working with Sheena now for, I think it's probably coming up to our 13th year. So Sheena's going to be sharing some invaluable tips as one of our keynote speakers. And then after that, we have our first session. We have our first session of Sparkly Speed. Who's our sponsor for Sparkly Speed?
Sparkly Speed, that can be the one and only Claire Napper. We're very grateful to Claire for sponsoring the speed sessions at the show. Yep.
And if you come along, I have actually been informed, because Claire actually spent some time with me last week. Claire is going to be giving away some absolutely fantastic gifts to the first 10. I think it's the first 10 people who book on. So if you want one of these gifts, I've already reserved one. They're sort of like a phone business card holder, and she's actually going to be giving those away. And I've also been told that she's going to be sparkling up the whistles. Is that correct, Sarah?
I don't know. You probably know more about it than me, but I think that could be the case. I might have a mouthful of glitter, I suppose.
It won't be glitter, because she's going to put proper diamantes on for you, Sarah, because we don't want you having a mouthful of glitter, because there's nothing worse than a mouthful of glitter. They will be sparkled and you will be able to get to keep them. And here he is, one of my 4N children. It's our Robert Leeds. So afternoon, Robert. Good to see you. I hope you've had a few good days off. I've been told that you've been away. So after Sheena, we have a great session of speed. And how much is the speed going to cost our members and non-members, Sarah?
Absolutely nothing.
And we're actually giving away free networking.
We are. And
Am I ever going to make any money?
No, not on. No. People are going to be able to get 10 one-to-ones within 30 minutes, so it's not going to take up a huge amount of time. And you can do both sessions if you want to. You can book in again on our website. We'll have the links in later for you to book in to register your interest at getting to one of those.
Absolutely. Well, Robert, I hope you're actually going to take a trip up the M5 to actually come and join us, because I would love to see you. It's been a very, very long time. So after we've had our second speed session, we then will be having another keynote, and that is, I'm thinking that it could be Carl Ford. Is that correct?
It is Carl Ford.
Look at that. Anyone would think I know what's happening during the day. Look at that.
Miracles.
So Cal Ford, who is my accountant for all three of my companies, and he was integral in the decision for me to actually buy Brad out of For Networking and actually take over for. And it's your fault, Cal. All this is your fault. So you're going to be hearing about him. And I actually heard him talk about this last week at a face-to-face meeting. It was mind-blowing. A bail is not a fail. That's all I'm going to say about it. And what happens after Carl?
Hey, we have another speed session. So the second one of that day. So there's 2 opportunities for people to come along and get their one-to-one fixes.
I love that. One-to-one fixes. And obviously, cuddles as well, because I keep saying this. I'm just warning everyone.
Speed session, there's
so you can't do it. Not even a shake of the hand is there in a speed session. Remember, guys, in your speed sessions, bring along as many business cards as you possibly can, because networking is all about making those connections. And remember, a little bit of a tip from a networking expert here. It's a two-way conversation. In those 3 minutes, make sure that you actually both have to get to have a conversation, because there's nothing worse than someone hogging the whole one-to-one. But there is a tip that you can actually make that work in your favor. And I might share that later on this week. Shaz, good afternoon, Shaz. And I'm absolutely delighted to actually say that we've just started working with Shaz this week.
We have indeed.
What are we doing with Shaz, Sarah?
Shaz has got an amazing platform that uses AI to actually get your landing pages up in front of the first page of Google. And also it creates Facebook, it creates social media posts and all the rest of it. So it is amazing. And he's a very, 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 very busy man.
So, and I know that Shaz is actually helping us with a lot of the promotion for this, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what Shaz's AI platform can do for us. And guys, if it works for us, trust me, it'll work for you out there. So if you're not sure about it, please do reach out to Shaz, because he'll give you as much time as you need to actually understand how you can make artificial intelligence work for you. I've been making artificial intelligence work for me for years. What can I say? I better be very careful. So
right, let's go on.
So let's go on. Let the show go on. So after we've had Carl and we've had the second speed, then we have another one of my absolute favourites, a gentleman that again is an amazing friend. He's a fantastic friend to 4N. He runs my favourite 4N meeting, Mindful Networking, the only 4N meeting where you actually get a meditation session built in there, and it's wonderful to actually network with like-minded woo-woo people as myself. So the one and only Mr. Keith Blakemore Noble. And not only is Keith going to be talking about anti-manipulation, which we were so delighted to be a part of his book launch earlier this year, that he's actually got a stand there as well. In fact, all our speakers will have stands there. So not just come along to hear them speak, but come along and talk to them and see how they can help you, see how 4N has worked for them. So
I also in and say, at our expo, unlike some of the other expos people might be going to, you can actually sell stuff. We're not actually putting a carte blanche on, not being able to do anything. So we've got, Kay doing tarot readings. I'm sure Keith's going to have his books, and I'm sure loads of people are going to be absolutely ecstatic to see Keith. because he lives so far up north, we don't get to see him at all.
I'm so excited that Keith's actually taking the trip down from Elgin, and I need to know who this Facebook user is that we are woo-woo. I'm woo-woo. I don't mind saying I'm woo-woo. Woo-woo's good. Sarah's woo-woo as well.
Yeah.
Yes, it will be a great, great, great opportunity to meet Keith and his other half. I'm really very much looking forward to that. So then, in between all of this, you're going to have the opportunity to go around all the stands, introduce yourself. How many stands, how many exhibitors do we have, Sarah?
Well, we're going to have 40 plus.
40 plus. Wow. As well as that, you can actually come and see our chairman, Terry Cooper, who will be manning the 4N stand. You can come along and see me. I'm going to just be running around in pink Doc Martens all day because that's pretty much all I do at these expos. But I will be your MC alongside my right arm, Mr. Steve Westrock. Me and Steve are going to be, we're going to be doing the MC. Here he is. Just sold 2 more. Look at this. Get in, guys, before the price goes up, and get in before they're sold out. And they are literally going like hotcakes at the moment. So this is going to give you an opportunity to sort of have a break. And then closing the show is one of the best speakers I've ever heard in my life, genuinely. Now, Brad Burton's one of my favorite speakers. Now, this guy actually challenges him. I'm sorry, Brad, but he challenges you for being one of the best speakers I've ever heard. And that is our very own, the Diamond Geezer, Mr. Jeff Smith. He's going to be closing the show. At what time is that, Sarah?
That will be at 3, I think. 3 or 4.
Is it? There you go. She knows so much more than I do.
Yeah, 3:30.
So you've got a fantastic lineup of speakers who are literally busy traveling around the country speaking constantly, because that's what they do. And that's the fantastic thing about For Networking. For Networking creates great speakers. And 2 of the greatest, that's myself and Terry, are not actually going to be speaking, because I keep reiterating this. This is a membership organization run by the members for the members. So myself, Steve, and Sarah and Terry, who are all, I would say that we're all reasonable speakers. We're all stepping aside so that our members can be showcased in this great opportunity, which is the first time we've ever done it. And we'll be doing it again. Won't we, Sarah?
We will. I'll be coming to you for another mission.
Oh my God. Can we please explain to people what these missions are?
Well, for those of you who maybe don't know Caroline, you need to kind of like pin her down. So I've been giving her secret missions to accomplish, and she loves it. So it works.
I do. But, I can be pinned down. It's just that, if you make it exciting and make it interesting for me, I'm going to do it straight away. So you probably get more out of me than most, Sarah, I have to say, because you've actually found something that I find intriguing and a bit of fun as well. So and after the event, we're all going to get together in the bar and have 1 or 2 shandies. Is that right, Sarah?
Yes, probably. It probably is. We
so
are
please. And that's when the 50% social. So the night before, we'll all be getting together and having a few, not too many, because don't forget, we've got to get up very, very early to go and attend a big breakfast. But this is the beauty of 4N. We encourage the 50% social. The 50% social part is just as important, because that's where relationships, collaborations, and that's where the magic happens. We've I think Sarah and I, it's no secret, Sarah and I didn't particularly get on that well when we first met each other. But the social side of this network, when we actually took some time out to actually have a glass of vino together, you actually find you've got more in common with people than you originally thought. So I have to say, let us actually invite you along to join us for a bit of social. And Vanessa, Jeff Smith is an incredible storyteller. He truly is. And I'm really excited to hear him speak, as I am Kyle Ford, as I am Keith Blakemore Noble, as I am Sheena, and as I am my brother from another mother. Again, the 50% social, I wouldn't have ever met Al Price, who I consider a part of my family now, if it hadn't been for this incredible network. So, Sarah, is there anything else you want to share with these lovely people that are watching us?
There's plenty of space at the hotel for people to go and have one-to-one. So whilst people are at the expo meeting up with people, there's a place just outside of where the rooms are for the expo itself, where people can go, sit down, have those one-to-ones, find those collaborations. Remember to take all your business cards, anything that you want to share with other people. Some people have it all on their phone and a digital identity, etc., etc. And just have a fun day, because that's what it's about. It's about networking. It's about having a fun day. It's about meeting people you've never met before, and growing your business.
Absolutely, 100%, because we all know that growing your business is a lot more fun when you're having fun. So guys, tune in every day this week. I'm going to be having each of the speakers on here so that we can introduce you to them. You can get to know them a little bit more, find out what they're going to be talking about, and how they are actually enjoying life in 4N, because all the speakers are very prevalent 4N members, because you know that you can only speak for 4N if you are a member of 4N. So Sarah, thank you so much for joining me today. It was, I can't wait whether we'll or not. I still don't know who this is.
There's
Genuinely.
Maybe it's Kay.
Maybe it's Kay. So please, we'll put all the links in here. Steve's actually put in there. If you actually follow the link that Steve's actually put in the chat and get registered, Sarah will reserve your spot at, is it £144? And it's going up, is it 50 quid it's going up by, Sarah?
Yep, it makes sense to get your booking form.
It does. Just get it reserved. Other expos start at least 295 quid.
More.
And when I actually, it's absolutely true. Because this is our first ever one, and I keep saying this, I'm never ever going to be a millionaire, but who cares? I'll be very happy. It's about you guys raising your profile, and it's about members and non-members actually having that opportunity that sometimes perhaps they wouldn't be able to afford to do. So that's why we've actually marketed at such a great value for money. Competitive price. And if you're wondering why my glasses keep falling off, it's because they're broken and I'm waiting for my new pair to arrive. So without further ado, I'm going to do one. Sarah's going to do one, and come and join us on the 26th of October. All the links are going in the chat. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and look out for these interviews. Get in, look at that. There he is. Another one of my favourites. It's Mr. Smooth. I certainly hope you're going to be exhibiting, and I know this man's a hugger. I know he's a hugger. So I'm looking forward to meeting. Have you actually met Jonathan, Sarah?
Only
7'2". 7'2". 7'2". It might even be 8'5". But yeah, it'd be fantastic to actually see you, John. I'd love to see you there. So Sarah, it's bye from me.
Bye from me.
Take care and enjoy the rest of your day, guys.